Hey, it's Dork Knight. Today I thought I'd play through a mod in Terraria. This is Calamity Clickers, a clicker class add-on that sends clicker class to the final boss of Calamity mod. So let's get started. So we started out the game by first getting some wood, making a house, and then making our first clicker, the wooden clicker. Eventually I went underground and found a Pharaoh's clicker, which would actually be better than gold. Look at that. Look at that. And after a bit of mining, I decided to try and take on Desert Scourge, which I utterly failed at. And after even more mining, getting the bone clicker, and beating Slime King on accident, well, long story, I decided to try again, and after a couple more failed attempts, and only after beating 2 bosses and getting halfway to editing this, did I realize that I've been doing it all wrong. You know Torch God, right? That meme boss that gives you good torch luck? Well, he drops a clicker. So here's how that went. And after getting the torch clicker, it was time to take on the Eye of Cthulhu, which was, must I say, a breeze. Now it was time for the hardest boss so far, the Brain of Cthulhu, but I knew I needed better gear, so I headed down to Hell, finding an LED on the way, and killing an imp for an impish clicker for a whopping 16 damage per click. But the boss was still impossible, so I used an auto clicker and paired it with adrenaline, and here's how it went. After defeating Brain of Cthulhu, I was able to make a mousetrap, which would increase my damage from 17 to 19, and I was dealing well over 100 damage per second even without an auto-clicker, at the cost of randomly losing my ability to click. Now it was time for Perforators, which was going to be harder than the brain, so here's how that went. And with Perforator's dead, I was able to get the Fleshy Clicker, which would increase my damage to about 200 damage per second. Now I was ready to take on Skeletron. After killing Skeletron, I got to explore the dungeon, which allows me to get my first Clicker class armor set from the mechanic, which lets me extend my click radius however I like. And getting a Shadow Key also allows me to venture to the underworld again to get the Umbral Clicker, for an insane 20 damage per click. I was now ready to take on the Slime God. Now with Slime God defeated, I was able to make the Goo Clicker for 19 damage per click, and the Statigial armor set. Now it was time for the boss I hate the most, the Wall of Flesh. And with the Wall of Flesh defeated, we had finally entered hard mode. But that concludes the video. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.